The karma of a bird hunter stung to death by hornets. To ensure privacy, the story still retains the original plot, but the character names have been changed. Hope you understand. Let's listen together to the confidences of this spirit here, continuing with the journey of the mission to save souls. Our main character today is a male spirit named Frank, who was pointed out by Angel, and Helen's group came to enlighten him and bring the spirit to the temple. According to Angel's guidance, Helen's group sought out the place where this spirit was dwelling. However, when he saw Helen's group, this spirit immediately ran away. The more they chased, the further he ran away. Guys, it was truly quite hilarious. This guy Frank thought that Helen's group were the ox-headed and horse-faced guards coming to arrest him and take him down to the underworld. However, after a while of explaining, Helen recounted that we came to enlighten you and take you to the temple to practice. At first, the spirit did not believe it. Then the spirit asked again, "Is that true?" And Helen's group affirmed very certainly that it was true. Then the spirit said, "Oh, so it turns out you guys are the people with the destiny that Hades spoke of here." Before preparing to go up to the mortal world, this guy Frank heard Hades say that, "You go up to the mortal world for a time, and later there will be people with destiny coming to save you." And these destined people are exactly Helen's group. So this guy was very surprised. Helen replied to this spirit that we only help you go to the temple to study and practice. As for everything else, it will depend on your own fate. The spirit then replied, "That's so lucky. I just want to escape this scene, being both hungry and cold, and also afraid of being caught by others. Please let me go to the temple to study." When enjoying the offerings that Helen's group made, this spirit constantly cried out, "So delicious, so delicious. For more than 30 years I have wandered up here starving, not getting to eat or drink anything. Now getting a bite of rice is truly so fragrant and delicious." During the process of enlightenment, this guy Frank shared the story of his life again, and now let's go find out together. When alive, this spirit spent a very long time catching birds, trapping birds as well as selling birds. Whichever birds sang well and were beautiful would be sold to people to keep as pets. As for the birds that couldn't be sold, they would be sold to people for releasing rituals. Besides that, if no one bought them, this guy would sell them to people to make meat. By the age of 20, this guy started a family, had a daughter, and because his job was unstable, this guy decided to go into business. Having a passion for pet animals, this guy chose the job of selling pet birds and aquarium fish. In his spare time, this guy also went to catch snakes to soak in wine. When he opened the business, thankfully it was quite crowded with customers. In the beginning, this guy still went catching to soak wine, as well as selling pet birds and aquarium fish. Later on, he would import stock from a few other places to sell to people in the region. During the time this guy raised pet birds, for the birds that were sick and couldn't survive, but were still gasping for air, this guy would use his hands to squeeze them until they croaked. Guys. After they croaked, he would tear the bodies apart and give them to the dogs to eat. When he had free time, this guy frequently went to trap snakes. The snakes trapped were few, but the rats trapped were many. When he trapped rats, this guy would just take them out and smash them, dip them in boiling water as well as drown them until they died. Guys, truly it was so terrible. Small animals like snakes, these rats, birds, fish, this guy really liked killing living beings, guys. And the time this guy did this was also about over 10 years, until he was 33 years old. At the age of 33, during one time this guy went to trap snakes, he looked up at a tree and saw a very large honeybee hive. This honeybee hive was both big and huge, so this guy was determined to catch it by any means. Because he was busy thinking about the honeybee hive up high, this guy did not pay attention to the surroundings. When he took out his knife to clear the way to prepare to climb up there to catch the honeybee hive, this guy slashed right into a hornet's nest. And the hornets from inside swarmed out and stung this guy continuously to the point that he died right on the spot. Guys. This guy's wife and child did not see the husband come home, so they called on everyone to go look, and finally, they found that he had lost his life who knows when. Everyone. The soul left the physical body, but this guy still walked around the place where he died. After that, he was captured by the demon guards and taken down to the underworld. Down in the underworld, this guy was punished for a very heavy crime, which was the crime of killing living beings. However, When alive, this guy did not believe in karma, did not believe in spirituality, and he continuously argued stubbornly, guys. He said that I did it for a livelihood. I had to kill to have money to earn income for the family, to feed my wife and raise my child. However, those excuses were not accepted, and this guy had to suffer the punishments. At this time, the demon guards dragged this guy into the prison gates to begin his punishment. When alive, whatever actions this guy did to those animals, when he died and went down to this prison gate, he was done to by the demon guards in the exact same way. First, the demon guard used a pitchfork, stabbing into this guy's back, which was extremely terrible, stabbing from the belly out to the back and from the back out to the belly. Just like that, making this guy's body nothing but holes, and blood flowed out all over the place. Finishing this punishment, he had to go into another punishment, which was walking on an extremely sharp knife blade. Wherever he walked, the flesh fell off right there. When alive, this guy frequently made snake wine directly, frequently having to slit the bellies and scoop out the hearts of these snakes. Therefore, when he died, this guy also had to suffer punishments similar to what he had once done to those snakes. When he finished telling up to this part, the spirit continuously said, "I won't tell anymore. I won't tell anymore. Just thinking about it I already feel scared. I won't tell anymore." Hallen's group persuaded the spirit to tell more to have more information to send to David to retell to everyone. However, the spirit was too terrified when thinking about it, so the spirit did not tell anymore. The spirit only shared further that when Frank finished suffering these punishments, he was allowed to go up to the mortal world. Before going up to the mortal world, Hades said that up there would be people with destiny coming to save the soul. The spirit also added that if he knew the karma of killing was that heavy, the spirit would never have done such jobs ever again. After that, the spirit was also taken by Helen's group to the temple to study, guys. If you believe, then reflect. If you don't believe, watch for entertainment. And every story of saving souls is the words that the spirit shared back, and David does not make it up and also doesn't have time to sit and fish for likes or views, guys. Hoping very much that if you believe, you reflect, and if you don't believe, watch for entertainment. Finally, wishing everyone always diligently practices.